Hello, welcome to Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath and an intuitive card reader. I'm here today to do the monthly general reading for the sign of Pisces for August 2016. I'm just putting my sage and sweetgrass smudge up, and I wanted to share some with you guys. Get the air clear to here and get the bad vibrations out. Hope for good reading. Sweetgrass grows on my front lawn. We're very highly favored by Mother Nature to have that. There we go. Okay, get that out of the way. Let's start this off by saying that I'd like to say thank you for my recurring visitors that are always here, and for new subscribers that are coming in via your email notification, and for your new visitors. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, a warm welcome for you to do so. That way, every time Fundy Fortunes posts anything new, you'll be notified via your email notifications. And if you'd like to, you can share this video, like it, Google Plus it, and all that good stuff. What else? This is a general reading. This is not personalized to anyone in particular. Therefore, it may resonate with you and it may not resonate with you. If you find that you like the reading and you'd like a personal reading, I do provide those. The information for that is found in the description box below pertaining to private readings and Fundy Fortunes. Really straightforward, very, very simple to do. And what I've done here today is a 5-card spread. Each card falls in a certain placement. And your first placement with the first card is your overall energy of the reading. The second card is your finances and your wealth. The third card is your heart, your love, your romance sector. And the fourth card are your challenges for August. And the fifth card is message from spirit. And at the end, I draw one significator card from the deck of tarot for the overall aura of the reading. Okay, let's get right to it and let's get started. Okay, so the first card that I drew for you, Pisces, is your the High Priestess. She's all about intuition. There we got daytime light. You can see these much better now. That's the infinity sign that's floating above her right hand there. Infinity, to infinity and beyond. There's no beyond. Infinity is infinity. It is forever, never ending. No Buzz Lightyear around here. Okay. So, let's see here. The key words for her, and for this card shows up in your overall energy, is wisdom and secrets, discretion, teachings, visions, and dreams. The advice of this card is to keep your thoughts to yourself and listen to your intuition. This is the time for learning. The Pride Priestess, she is the wise woman of the ocean. She's fantastic, really. If you look at her that way, she's really fantastic. So this is the overall energy. So this is leading into a time of introspection, more about what's not being said than what is being said, what is being seen, what's not being seen. Your intuition's we're going to have to really come into the forefront at this time for you, and it's going to be your best friend. It's not going to steer you wrong, because intuition never ever does steer you wrong. Okay, so let's get on with card number 2, your financial sector. And the card that I pulled for you there was Justice, and she's all about balance. Okay. Right now, this card is shown up to tell you and highlight, bring to your attention at this time in your life. The energies are showing that you have a decision that you have to make. And if you've acted fairly in the past, this decision, once it's made, could go in your favor. This is connected to your past some way, shape, or form. There hence comes the unseen, unknown, unspoken. This could be pertaining to this decision you have to make. Could be pertaining to legal claims, something to do with your job or work, your relationships and family matters as well. There could be some decisions and changes that you're thinking of or bringing on there. This card also brings forth the truth of any situation. Once it's dealt with, it can bring healing and closure. The card brings also that you'll have some options to be weighed, and that's a good thing, because now you've got something to play with. It's not one-sided. There's balance there. She's justice, and you can see that she holds the scales that are balanced. Everything about her is about balancing your life and everything pertaining to it and everything going on with it. Once this decision is made for you, Pisces, whatever that decision is, it'll bring such great balance to your life that it'll clear the way forward for you to keep moving forward. You'll feel vindication and truth unto yourself. There are this card shows up to tell you and nudge you as well that your spirit guides and angels support you now and are helping you along in your life's path where you need to be. Take a practical approach right now to everything and make realistic decisions. Always remain well-grounded, as they say. The keywords for this card are calm, decisions, integrity, truth, legal issues, support, and vindication. I see you facing off with one other person. I feel to tell for some of you. There's a rational argument going on, a rational, civilized decision, a civilized argument, a debate with one other person. I see two women having this debate. This is where your decision is coming down. I feel for some of you to tell you that some of these decisions, this big one is financial based, and you're laying it on the line with somebody else, and there's a debate going on because they're not agreeing with what your decisions are at all. At all. This is a civilized debate, though. Although I see you, Pisces, doing this with your finger, and you're like this far apart from the other person. I would advise you to not do that. Lay that finger down. Don't wag the finger. That's a mark of aggression. If you must move your hands when you speak, keep them down at your side, or put them in your pockets. It's like trying to tell you to be quiet. Just be quiet. Let them speak and have their say, so that at least when the debate's over, they feel like, okay, well, to be fair about the situation, they're going to be thinking, to be fair about the situation, she did let me speak my mind, and I did get to tell her my concerns and how unsettled I felt about this decision that she was making. I'm not happy about it at all. Listen to your spirit guides. They're present with you right now. The angels are present with you, and you may be the loss of somebody somewhat recently has passed on, and they're in the other realm and dimension, in that place that we go to, but they're still able and fresh enough. There's such things as fresh corpse or anything, but spiritually they're reborn, and they're still new enough that they still have a little bit of oomph to reach back and make a difference for you, and they're trying to do that, and they're doing that, and they're just trying to lead you along the path that you're supposed to be on. The angels and spirit guides have the same mission, so you have three things in your favor that way. Three entities. Always remain calm, as you did with that other person I seen a debate going on with. Remain calm. Keep your integrity about you. Always speak the truth. Legal matters and legal issues, always speak the truth. Always come forward with facts and truth. Those things never ever change. Nobody can change your story as long as it's fact-based and truth-based. You will feel vindication, and you're going to find out just how much support you do have in any situations such as this. And that's your financial record. Excuse me while I just adjust my monitor. Just a hair, it's bugging me. It's all kind of like on an angle. There we go. That's better. All right. Now, one moment. Little lemonade. It's so hot here, and we're not used to this in the Maritimes where I live. My ice cubes aren't even used to this because they melt faster than I can have my drink. I look at my ice is gone, and I put like 4 or 5 great big chunks of ice, and they're gone. So that's not a distraction. I needed that. Getting right back into it. Your third card is all about your love, your romances, your relationships. You know, there could be love with parents, love with children, anything that's close to your heart. What I drew for you today, Pisces, was the Ace of Swords. It's all about victory, and this is a great card. This card here really is great. People go, swords, no, it's bad. No, they're not always. When I first started out tarot reading, I was in my early 20s. That's a lifetime ago. And back then, you didn't want to get swords. That's how they were written. After many years of study and in-depth retrospection into the card, they come to mean other things. They can be something. But look at what this is. This is an ace. One door is closing, another one is opening. And it's a good thing because this is almost a reward for the mind, the subconscious. Um, the key word for this card at most aces is always about beginnings. And the Ace of Swords is about clarity so that you can make decisions and you can be determined about your actions and you find solutions and ideas to things that were once occupying forefront and center, like right here. This isn't the case anymore. You're moving, this is back here now. You're moving forward and you're moving away from that. The advice of this card is to make sure and use your intelligence. Always stay in an intellectual frame of mind is the best thing and the best way to go for you. See, we're coming back. You've got some big decisions to make, if not a decision, Pisces, at this time. This is the second card telling you to use your intelligence, and victory will be yours. And this card also reveals that you're going to benefit from a smart decision that leads to immediate victory. If this is in a courtroom, using your intellect and your intelligence to do your research, to come up with ground rules. This case is in precedent, so you can go back and you can look up the history on decisions like this one. If you've been having any delays lately, I feel to tell for some of you, this ace will show breakthroughs that you didn't even see before. This could even be the beginning of new relationships. I feel a nudge on that. I'm going to come back to that. This is time of mental clarity and sharp-wittedness, wins in legal battles, and delicate situations. For some of you, and this is the love and romance sector, and I did get a nudge along those lines. Excuse my grandfather clock. 2 bells. For some of you, you're about to start new relationships. For some of you, you've been waiting to start this new relationship. There's that saying, when somebody's been pining for somebody else, and the other person has no idea that someone is pining for them, the piner, or the piney, whichever that would be, you that's been pining for somebody would say, and I find this comical, you can just start dating, and the other person, you may be like light years ahead of them in this relationship. And the funny part is, you've been in the relationship for, a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, maybe 2 years, maybe even longer. You've been waiting. And your dream of all dreams is to be able to have a personal, intimate relationship with this person. So you may be moving light years ahead, and like, you're gone, and they're just they've just come out the door and taken the first step outside on the first date. And you're like a year down the road already. You've got to pull that all back in, because this poor person had like no idea that this was even your aim. They've always liked you. I'll say that they've always liked you. They've always respected you. They've always you've always made them smile. They're very highly, acutely aware of that. The impression when they would see you in passing, and you'd smile and you'd wave, and they'd always smile too, but they never ever questioned that. It's just a normal, everyday thing. But now they're starting to see, because you got brave at some point. Family restaurant dinner. You were out at a family restaurant dinner, or you're going to be. I see a long table with family and relatives and friends around the table, and it's an evening out, and it's a joyous celebration. You are both there. This is more for, I'm feeling you're a male in this case, and then there's a female. But if this is for you, you are a male, and you're both at this celebration. This is the night that you can get alone for a few minutes, maybe on the dance floor, or the seating could change. Somebody could get up and leave an empty spot beside her, or somebody could get up and leave an empty chair beside you, and you call her over. Why don't you come over here and talk to me? And before the evening's out, date number 1 has been set. But you need to keep the reins on, Pisces. Nice sweetheart guy that you are, because Pisces are the sweetest people, male and female, that I think you could be ever lucky to know. And this girl's about to find this out. You just need to pull the reins, and that's really strong. I feel the heat off of that really, really strongly. Pull back in. Don't be overbearing. Don't be overwhelming. Don't assume a whole lot of things. Just keep your pride about you, because I don't know what she would think if she found out right away. You can tell you down the road if you're still dating, and it's becoming something where you can tell her how long you waited to be with her. Maybe the day you could have proposed to her, you can let her know that. Up until that point, I wouldn't do it. She might think it's a little bit off, and it might make her uncomfortable and self-conscious. All right, so let me see if there's anything else here in this card. I'm thinking that's it. Just legal decisions to be made. The card brings new beginnings. That you asking this young lady, I would be a new beginning. Ending and wrapping up a court case or anything like that, where the victory is yours. This will be a new beginning. You can put this situation behind you and reap the rewards that you so deserve. Provided that you've acted fairly in the past, this will go in your way. The 4th card that I pulled for you, your challenges for August, is the 6 of Swords, and this card is all about calm. Calm. This card is one of reassurance, calmer waters after much upheaval and much disruption that has been in the life for some of you. There have been a lot of upheavals and disruptions. Your daily routine has been played with and messed up with a little bit. Some of you, Pisces, are going to be taking a trip over, traveling over water. You're going to be getting on a ferry or a boat. For some of you, maybe 1 to 2 of you, this could be a cruise. For others of you, it's not a cruise. This is a trip in another way. You may have to take a plane to get to one destination, and then there's like maybe a 5 or 6 hour ferry ride to get to where you have to go from there on. Some of you may have to travel pertaining to a new job and going and checking it out. I had something similar to this for one of the cards from yesterday as well. Somebody taking a hiatus from their job and using your vacation time to go away to someplace they've always wanted to be, checking it out, thinking on moving there. The same comes with this card. If you are looking at a new job on the horizon, or you've gotten a new job, or this is pertaining to getting a new job, this is going to pertain to traveling over water in some form. But I see more like a ferry, a very large one, mind you, a very large ferry, a long ferry ride. As far as ferry rides go, it can be minutes or hours, right? Another meaning associated with this card, the 6 of Swords, is prioritize the important things in your life and protect them right now. Things that are no longer matter to you, things that are no longer important, you can fold them up and put them away somewhere for a while. These are things that you don't have to worry about so much per se. These things are important, but you're really a little reluctant to just completely let go of these things. That's okay. There's no fallout from that, because these things are done, and you know when something's finished, you just put it away. Maybe not necessarily throw it away, just tuck it away somewhere. You need to remember to go with the flow. And at this moment, the energies are so that any change that's coming at you, you don't feel like you need to resist everything, and that you're afraid to move on, or afraid to move forward, or afraid to make a change. The energies right now are in your favor. You can do these things quite safely and with confidence. Keywords for this card are journeys, moving, Moving on, immigration, safe haven, finding peace, resolution, and protection. Somebody's taking a trip to Egypt, and it's exciting. This could lead to new work for some of you, a new job. Could be it for some of you. That's a big, 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 big trip. It's huge. But this trip is, there's job, interest, we'll say, at the other end. So your challenges for this month is leaving behind people or things that they're no longer important in your life. They no longer serve you any purpose. As I said, don't throw it away. Don't throw them just off to the side a little bit, because right now they're not up front and center in your life, and they're not important right now. And you don't need extra baggage that's not serving any purpose. You need to blow that off, just if only for a while. Okay. Some of you are going to be a little hesitant about taking any trips over water. That's what the guides are saying. The guides are advising you to go with the flow. No pun intended. Flow water, or metaphor flow. There's no need for you to feel resistant to anything. Your spirit guides, those that have moved on recently, are there to guide you and uphold you and take care of you. So that's not, prioritize everything that's important to you right now. These are your challenges. Your next card that I pulled for you is the message from Spirit. It is the World card, and it is all about regeneration. Okay, so for you Pisces right now, life is being regenerated, renewed. Some of you will finally find success that you've been looking for, and you'll feel like celebrating the end of a phase or the completion of a job or a project or a relationship, a landmark. Again, chances of travel. And I'm feeling really strong the heat of this moment and the heat of this card. The travel, there is some pleasure in there, but this is business as well. This is looking to start a new life. What would it be like to, as I've said in the last card, what would it be like to live in Egypt? For some of you, that could be the case very well. That big of a move. I'm feeling that very strongly. Very few of you, but I'm feeling that big of a move. The advice is to celebrate what you've achieved and embrace new opportunities. Embrace that change. Embrace Egypt if that's where you're headed. Right now, you can feel full of energy, motivation, and the world is your oyster. How wonderful is that? That's a wonderful thing to have. Pretty much anything. I'm surprised that the Magician card didn't show up, because usually that indicates a thing as well, where you can make anything happen. Anything. It's the card of manifestation, and it's the card of endurance, and it's the card of creativity and manifestation, that you can make anything happen. The advice is to celebrate what you've achieved and embrace new opportunities, full of energy, motivation. Keywords are success, completion, celebration, new beginnings, travel, motivation, renewal. A lot of big changes coming up in August for the sign of Pisces. That was your message from Spirit. And then I received this for your Significator, and it is the Queen of Wands. Geez, I love the colors in this. And this deck of cards, all this stuff. Oh, it's beautiful. Just beautiful. And let me get my book up in here. Queen of Wands. Just to go over quickly, the suit of Wands stands for creative integrity, security, positive relationships, inner development, The reverse is disruptive from work, laziness, ignorance, and romantic jealousy. Okay. The Queen of Wands represents a passionate female who wants to rouse people into action through her outspoken and critical nature. Although she appears to be fighting those that cross her, she is a true champion of anyone that supports her. This could be an aura that seems to be hovering through some of these cards. If this is a real person, she suffers no fools. She's not afraid to put people in their places, remind them of their class, we'll say, in life. It's like she has this attitude of, I'm the boss, you're not. This is what I want you to do. If you fight me on this, we're going to have some problems. And to the rest, she says, if you support me on this, you'll never find a better ally than I am. I'm not here in a popularity contest, is what you're going to hear from her. This isn't a popularity contest. I'm here to get a job done. I'm here for a reason. What's with all this poking around? If you want to poke around, you find someone else's backyard to poke around in. We're here to move forward. I have a dream, and I have plans, and I spent a lot of time and energy on that. Nowhere in my plans did I have time for simple-minded people that are here just because, and there's nothing of interest for them. They're just kind of like flies that won't get the heck out of your way. She's the type that clear the air very, very quickly. You could find an ally in this woman because she's so strong. And some people are highly intimidated of this woman. And in this case, it's a good thing. Those that are on her bad side, they won't be around for very long, and you can finally lift your heads and put your heads down and get some work done, as far as that goes. This woman could be a lawyer, I feel to tell for some of you. And for some of you, legal matters did come up in the courtroom. This woman's on your side, and she has a reputation of don't mess with me, or else. She's your lawyer, and even you're intimidated by her. This lady knows her stuff. She is a force to be reckoned with, and you want her in your corner. And that says that. So, Pisces, not a bad reading. Overall, not bad at all. A lot of things going on, a lot of changes coming up, inner and outer changes, physical and mental and emotional. Remain with your integrity, always first and foremost and intact before any move you make. Every day you get out of bed, make sure your integrity is always the first thing. That's forefront and center. When you walk into a room, there should be a band playing integrity before you even enter the room, so people know you're coming in. Do not let anybody mess with you. Just like the queen that I just drew for you, the Queen of Wands, same thing. Get rid of old, tired situations that are no longer useful to you. People that are no longer important to you, push them to the side for a little bit. Do so with integrity, though. And don't forget that. All right, I'm going to wrap this up because we're coming up into 28 minutes and 8 seconds. And I'm just going to cut this up. And I'm going to tell you once again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. I'm thinking on doing a mid-August, mid-month reading for all the signs. That'll either be at the end of the second or the third week, depending how I can find the time to roll them out. That's 12 individual mid-month readings for all 12 zodiac signs. If you're subscribed, you won't miss it. If you don't subscribe, you'll have to go searching for it or wait for it to pop up on your stream. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with most of you, I should say. And I hope that you come back to visit again. I thank you for being here today. So I'm going to shut down for now and say I hope you have a rest of a good weekend. It's Sunday. It's a long weekend where I'm at. Anywhere else in the world, it's still a weekend. Well, okay, maybe because it's a Sunday, it might be Monday in certain parts of the world. August is here. It's coming for us. One more day, and August is here. Enjoy your month as much as you can. Just try to keep your wits about you, keep your integrity about you, and everything should fall nicely into place. For now, goodbye, Pisces. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.